Hello and welcome to Kyle is Famous. This should prove to be rather interesting. I've seen a wee bit about this game. It seems to be like a narrative-driven thing, a bit like Stanley Parable, and it's got like a whole bunch of different paths, like a choose-your-own-adventure type deal. But it seems rather interesting, and so I thought I'd give it a go. There, intro over. Let's play the game. Right.
Kyle woke up. He is famous.
Good for him.
Kyle is host of the most popular talk show in recent memory, Stay Up Late with Kyle.
Oh, you know I would.
Stay Up Late with Kyle has grown in popularity quickly in the last year, and the public has noticed.
Nice.
Inside has called Kyle a most excellent dumpy white man. Top Tech noted that Kyle is inspiring youth to explore STEM fields.
What's a STEM field? Is that where they get stem cells from?
Most other talk shows are dedicated to discussing Kyle and his personal details. Most online videos are best-of clips taken from Kyle's latest broadcast.
Cool. I think we're definitely establishing that Kyle is famous.
The eye of the world is upon Kyle.
Get an infection that way.
Tonight is Kyle's most important guest interview yet. Stay Up Late with Kyle will be featuring Rachel May. She is a kind and lovely philanthropist.
Nice.
She is dear to the hearts of many. This interview requires preparation. Kyle cracked his eyes open, knowing today is his last chance to prepare for the interview. Kyle has 30 hours left. He must choose his actions wisely.
Right. Kyle's first decision in the morning was made wisely. Wither away or exit the bed? Oh, I've got to know what wither away.
Kyle decided to stay put and wither away. Kyle withered successfully and died.
Terrific. Well, have I failed already?
Kyle is now a ghost. This does not relieve him of his responsibilities.
Get out of bed anyway. Kyle exits his bed and took a quick glance around the room. Open the closet, sit at the desk, scavenge or exit bedroom to hallway. I have my ghost. Let's do something scavengy.
Kyle quickly crouched down on the floor, realizing his immediate need for...
bugs.
Kyle started to pick between the fuzz of his bedroom carpet, hoping to catch a stray beetle or two. Soon, he had a small handful of various insects, dead and alive.
Oh, I see. So each question's an hour. Okay. Save for later use or eat immediately. I'll save them for later use. You never know when.
Kyle stashed the wriggling mass for later use.
Back to bedroom. Let's exit. Kyle walked to the small hallway that connected the rooms of his apartment together. Check locked door, move to kitchen, return to bedroom. Let's go to the kitchen, see if we can make a bug sandwich. Kyle walked to the centre of the hallway. Open fridge, check pantry. Open fridge.
Kyle opened the fridge, intending to find something to eat.
Eat crust on the fridge wall. Eat the fridge. Prepare breakfast or eat condiments. Gotta eat the fridge.
Kyle pointed his neck directly upwards and hoisted the fridge on top of his face. Somehow, miraculously, he wrapped his mouth around the device. He started to swallow. In one slow, horrible movement, the fridge slid down Kyle's throat. After many gurgles, pops, and snaps, Kyle felt relatively sure the fridge would not come back out.
Oh, good lord, I hope not. Oh, can you imagine? It's a real seat stander. Let's check the pantry.
Kyle wanted to access the pantry, but found it was locked with a small keyhole.
Ah, that's not good. Let's return to the hallway. Let's check the locked door.
Kyle walked over to the strange door in the hallway, but found quickly that the door was locked from the inside.
Forced door with forehead. Back to hallway. Float through as a ghost. What happens if I try to force it my forehead?
Kyle decided it would be best to try to force the door open with use of his face. After smashing his features into solid wood for several minutes, Kyle gained severe short-term amnesia.
Oh no. Right, leave the apartment. Kyle walked out into the middle of the road and took a long, pondering look around him. Let's visit the downstairs neighbor.
Kyle approached his downstairs neighbor's door and knocked. A middle-aged woman named Gabby answered the door. "Good morning, neighbor," said Kyle cheerfully. Gabby looked at Kyle expectantly.
I'm surprised she's not freaked out that I'm a ghost. Ask Gabby about Rachel. Let's ask Gabby about Gabby.
Gabby asked Kyle, "Tell me about yourself." Gabby stiffened. "Oh, you know," she said, putting on a fake smile. "I just sit around here. Yes, I don't get around much. Never go out at night. I just stay here, right here." Gabby glared at Kyle.
Why are you glaring at me? Oh, I've run out of time, okay.
Kyle hurried to the set. Per normal, he ceased to be a ghost before he arrived. Sitting across from his host chair was a glamorous woman with an air of genuinity. As Kyle approached her, Rachel looked up and smiled. Rachel's smile quickly turned to shock as she realized Kyle had not put on clothes that day. Kyle waved and smiled broadly. Rachel uncomfortably averted her eyes. Kyle started making his rounds around the room, greeting each crew member, none of whom looked at him directly. As it became apparent that Kyle had no intention of leaving, Rachel made some excuses and exited the set. One by one, the crew followed suit. Kyle was left all alone.
Kyle prepared by being a nudist. Right. Reset, repeat. What's the difference between these two? Okay, so that was one ending. Okay, I'm going to try do this in the most sensible way possible. Exit the bed. Okay, open the closet. He's hanging shirts. Choose an outfit.
Kyle decided to take some time to choose the perfect outfit, knowing how important appearance is.
Jeans and swimming goggles, skunk pasties, suit of armor, or slick suit. I know I just said I was going to do it sensibly, but I really want the suit of armor. I'll do it next time. Slick suit.
Kyle miraculously crammed his dumpy body into the suit. The chest pockets were filled with random knickknacks.
Cool. I like knickknacks. I want beetles again. Let's scavenge for beetles.
Kyle quickly crouched down on the floor, realizing his immediate need. Kyle started to pick between the fuzz. Soon, he had a small handful of various insects. Kyle stashed the wriggling mass for later use.
I'm hoping we can throw them at the interviewer or something. Right. Okay, so I've got dressed. I've got a bunch of bugs. Sit desk. Kyle made his way over to the desk, sat down. Check in desk drawer. Write notes for interview. What's in the drawer? Kyle opened the side drawer of his desk and grabbed one of the items stored there. Ooh, small key. There's a small key that goes to the pantry. Ah, sorry, dude. Don't worry, I'm fine. Assorted change.
Kyle scooped up the change scattered around the desk drawer.
Okay, write notes for interview.
Kyle wrote down his first question.
Are you a mother? Am I a mother? Is your mother a mother? Are you a mother?
Kyle wrote down his second question.
Beef, mashed or blended? What are some diet tips or ever eaten a raw egg whole?
Kyle wrote down his third question.
It's your funniest story. Do you ever smile? I purposely ran over a puppy. Oh, I've got to have that one.
Kyle wrote down his last question.
Are you guilty? Or do you feel guilty? Oh, I'm good for that one.
Kyle ripped his page of notes out of the notebook and got up from the desk.
Cool. What should I do next? Go back to room. Exit the hallway. Move to kitchen. Return to bedroom. Leave apartment. See, talking to downstairs didn't seem to help. Is anything? Eat something? Let's leave apartment. Downstairs neighbour tech store. Let's see the tech store. Kyle walked into the clean tech store. He was greeted by Techno Jim, an elaborate cutout mascot playing soft music from a small microphone. Buy batteries with change. Why would I want batteries?
Kyle counted out $1.98 in pennies and nickels and traded them for a small packet of batteries.
I assume there's something you need it for.
Kyle asked the store attendant whether or not they offered any free samples to important customers. The attendant gave Kyle a confused and slightly vacant look. Kyle began to beg for a free sample. Wanting Kyle to leave, the attendant grabbed a decrepit phone meant for spare parts and held it out.
Grab with teeth.
Kyle firmly clamped his mouth around the outstretched phone, creating several punctures in the screen. Kyle grunted and yanked with his head until the attendant let go of the phone. The phone is now Kyle's to use forever.
Oh, nice. Alright, showtime.
Kyle hurried to the set. Sitting across from his host chair was a glamorous woman with an air of genuinity. As Kyle approached her, Rachel looked up and smiled. "Good evening, Kyle,"
You won't be
she
smiling
said,
soon.
looking him in the eyes. "I've been looking forward to being here."
Have you now?
Kyle responded.
Scream and spin in circles. Answer politely.
Kyle stretched his arms wide, tilted his neck upwards, and was interrupted by his producer telling him and Rachel that it was time to start the show.
Insist or start interview. Insist.
Kyle shoved his producer out of the way, spread his arms wide, and began to scream loudly. He began to rotate slowly, screaming throughout, lightly brushing his hands against the faces of Rachel and his producer. After several minutes, Kyle was finished. He slowly put his hands to his sides and smiled.
Well, you gotta get out, don't you?
"I'm ready," said Kyle. Rachel blinked at Kyle, shrugged, and walked over to her seat.
Start
A
the
moment
interview.
after seating, the studio lights brightened and the cameras clicked on.
Start broadcast.
"Good evening, everyone," said Kyle, looking at the camera. "Welcome back to Stay Up Late with Kyle.
Introduce Rachel.
Tonight, I have the pleasure of interviewing the lovely Rachel May, who needs no more introduction."
You know what? I've just realised I got it all backwards. I thought we were being interviewed. Oh well.
Kyle motioned to Rachel, who smiled
But it
and
makes
waved
sense
at the
'cause-
camera. "Hello, Kyle," she said. "I'm glad to be here."
It's his show, because of course he'll be the interview. I'm an idiot. Anyway.
In response, Kyle collapsed on the floor. From a combination of stressful preparation and not eating anything,
Oh, you
Kyle
kidding
had passed
me?
out.
I thought eating was going to be one of the things. Oh no! I wanted to have the answers of my question.
Nobody in the studio quite knew what to do with him. They began to poke Kyle in the back to see if he moved. After a while, they ended the broadcast, shut off the lights, and went home.
Well, I didn't call him an ambulance.
Kyle was left face first on the floor.
Charming. Cal prepared by starving himself. Right. Okay, then. One more time. Right. Ooh, I can browse social media because I've got a phone. Oh, cool. Let's do that.
Kyle started to scroll through news articles on his phone. Stay Up Late with Kyle ranked #1 and #2 show on television. New East Bridge being constructed after being found to not actually exist. Authorities investigating. Another grand larceny and crime spree streak. Evidence points to perpetrator fleeing the country.
Right, I think this is going to go on forever, isn't it? It's because of the phone. It's okay. Right, open the closet. Choose an outfit.
Kyle
Slick
decided.
suit.
Kyle miraculously crammed his.
Right. Right. Sit at desk. Write notes, interview.
Kyle wrote down his first question. Kyle
Alright.
wrote down his second question.
Ever eaten a raw egg
Kyle
whole?
wrote down his third question.
Purposely ran over a
Kyle
puppy.
wrote down his last question.
Combine those with what's your guilty pleasure? Are you guilty? I'm still
Kyle ripped his page of notes out of...
cool. Next, back to room. Do the bugs do anything? Is that going to waste time? Aside from getting the phone, I didn't really achieve much last time. Screw it, I'm scavenging for the bugs
Kyle
again.
Soon, he had a small...
Oh, I could eat them!
stashed the wriggling mass for later use.
Damn it. Okay. Bedroom to hallway. Move to kitchen. Open fridge.
Kyle opened the fridge, intending to find something to eat.
Prepare breakfast or eat crust on fridge wall. Eat the fridge, we've done that. Let's prepare breakfast.
Kyle constructed a breakfast of poached eggs and toast, along with a small fruit cup and grilled sausage.
Smash or eat. Let's eat it.
Kyle ate his breakfast slowly and thoughtfully, enjoying every bite. He felt refreshed.
That gave me the fear, that. Carl walked to the centre of the kitchen. We can't go to the pantry. I've only got 2 hours left anyway. Return to hallway. Leave apartment. Can I do anything? I've got 0 hours. Alright.
Kyle hurried to the set. Sitting across from his host chair was a glamorous woman with an air of genuinity. As Kyle approached her, Rachel looked up and smiled. "Good evening, Kyle," she said, looking him in the eyes. "I've been looking forward to being here." Kyle responded.
Alright, I'll answer politely this time.
"And I as well, Rachel," answered Kyle, extending his hand in greeting. "You are a most welcome guest." After other mild exchanges of pleasantries, Kyle and Rachel were prompted to take their places for the broadcast. A moment after seating, the studio lights brightened and the cameras clicked on.
Here we go. Good end, good
evening,
end.
everyone, said Kyle, looking at the camera. "Welcome back to Stay Up Late with Kyle. Tonight, I have the pleasure of interviewing the lovely Rachel May, who needs no more introduction." Kyle motioned to Rachel, who smiled and waved at the camera. "Hello, Kyle," she said. "I'm glad to be here." "Well, I'm sure we'll have a lot to discuss, so we might as well dive right in," said Kyle.
Dive on in.
"I'm very ready," said Rachel with a winning smile. Kyle produced the notes he had taken earlier.
Are you a mother?
"Rachel, I and many others would love to know, are you a mother?" Kyle looked up from his notes. "Well, being a single woman with a career," she answered, "that's not something that has crossed my mind."
Yeah, you sexist.
Rachel smiled genuinely at Kyle. "Very reasonable indeed," said Kyle. He referenced his paper of questions.
Is that it?
Kyle asked another question.
I don't know, you could expect interviewers to have some waffle. I don't want to pull this one out too quickly. It's a raw egg.
"Hey, Rachel, ever eaten a raw egg whole?" asked Kyle. Like shell and all?" asked Rachel. Kyle continued. "I, like, a lot. It's really bad, though, so sometimes I spit it back up." There was a silence. "It actually gets easier the more you do it," continued Kyle without losing momentum. "So don't start, I say." Rachel chose not to answer and looked in another direction. Kyle asked another question.
Can't continue though.
"Hey, I ran over a puppy on purpose," said Kyle. Everyone in the studio froze. Kyle spread his hands out wide. "It's a joke!" He started laughing from the bottom of his stomach. Nobody laughed with Kyle. Several minutes later, he stopped laughing and moved on. Kyle asked another question. "Rachel, are you guilty?" Kyle threw his questions on the floor, stood up, and pointed at her. Rachel's eye twitched slightly. Guilty of what, dear Kyle? She smiled disingenuously.
Oh.
Guilty, spat Kyle. Of your crimes! Rachel did not answer. Her eyelids both started twitching uncontrollably.
Call police.
Kyle whipped out his phone and started dialing the
Oh,
police.
of course I've got a phone now, don't I?
Kyle quickly realized that the broken phone he had gotten for free was not able to call anyone. Kyle looked sadly at his hand, realizing he had botched a wonderful opportunity to be helpful. Rachel looked at Kyle smiling. Her eyebrows twitched a bit. What's the problem, Kyle? Anything I can help you with? She glared, still smiling.
She's gonna kill you.
Kyle looked up from his hand sadly. He slowly shook his head. The interview continued on. Rachel answered questions cheerily. Kyle forced a smile through the entire episode, but he felt very sad inside. Kyle had missed his chance to be helpful.
What? That's what you got out of that? Whoever wrote this was mad. I love it, but it's just like... this is just so bizarre. Kyle wasn't helpful because he couldn't call the police. Right. Okay. Exit bed. Scavenge.
Kyle quit.
Get bugs.
Kyle started to pick.
Eat
soup.
bugs.
Kyle threw back his head and crammed the sticky, wriggling mass into his mouth. He felt refreshed.
Back to bedroom. Right. Open closet. Choose an outfit. Suit of armor.
Kyle was unsure of what exactly caused him to decide to wear his armor, but it felt like the right thing to do. After much squeezing and sweating, Kyle managed to wrap the metal suit around his dumpy self.
Right. Let's... yeah, I know. Exit hallway. Leave apartment. Visit tech store. Steal Techno Gym.
Quickly, before the attendant could acknowledge him, Kyle grabbed Techno Jim by the shoulders. Finding that Techno Jim's cardboard feet were bolted to the ground, Kyle started to heave upwards. After several tugs, Techno Jim broke free, leaving 1 foot and 1 leg behind. Kyle glanced at the attendant, who was staring, bewildered, and ran outside.
Continue it there. Let's visit downstairs neighbor and scared her.
Kyle approached his downstairs neighbor's door and knocked. A middle-aged woman named Gabby answered the door. Good morning, neighbor, said Kyle cheerfully.
Right, that sounds
Gabby looked at Kyle
Gabby
expectantly.
about Rachel.
Gabby, Kyle asked, what are your true thoughts about Rachel May? Oh, Rachel? Gabby said. She's a wonderful woman. Her generous acts have inspired more good work than bad. Gabby trailed off, not meeting Kyle's eyes. After several uncomfortable minutes of silence, Kyle turned around and left.
He's clearly guilty of something. Return to apartment. What can I do? Oh, I can't really do much. Let's go. I didn't write any questions. Oh no. Return to bedroom. Sit at desk. Right now for interview.
Kyle wrote down his first question.
Is your mother a mother?
Kyle wrote down his second question.
Beef, mashed or blended?
Kyle wrote down his third question.
Do you ever smile?
Kyle wrote down his last question.
How about do you feel guilty?
Kyle ripped his page of notes out of the notebook and got up from the desk.
Well, hey. I've got 0 hours. Check in desk drawer. Right.
Kyle hurried to the set.
Oh, I didn't eat. Oh, no. Oh, no, I ate bugs. I should be okay.
Sitting across from his host chair was a glamorous woman with an air of... As Kyle approached her, Good evening, Kyle, she said, looking him in the eyes. I've been looking forward to being here.
Interview Techno Jim instead.
Kyle roughly shoved Rachel out of her seat and placed Techno Jim in her stead. Hello, Techno Jim, said Kyle. I'm going to interview you today. Kyle grasped Techno Jim's hand and tried to shake it, but instead tore it off the cardboard frame.
Oh, no.
Kyle's producer, sensing viral media, pulled the bewildered Rachel out of frame and motioned the crew to go live. cameramen moved, lights flashed, and suddenly the studio was on air. "Hi, I'm Kyle," said Kyle, "and tonight I'm going to interview a very special guest." He pointed at Techno Jim using the dismembered arm. Techno Jim started to smoke from the heat of the lights. "Would you like to introduce yourself?" asked Kyle. Knowing Jim would probably not speak, Kyle took it upon himself to be his voice as well. "Hi, Kyle," he said, raising the pitch of his voice. "My name is Rachel May, and I'm a very special guest." Rachel's expression of confusion turned to shock. "Well, Rachel, you look way too thin and absolutely terrible, and you should feel ugly." Kyle gave Jim a meaningful stare. "Wow, Kyle," he said. "I sure wish I could look like you."
It seems no matter what choice you pick, you always end up having some kind of mental breakdown.
Techno Jim burst into flames. Instantaneously, the sprinkler system initiated. Curtains of water poured down from the rafters. Within seconds, the production equipment was doused in water. The set was soon aburst with electrical fires. Kyle's crew abandoned their posts as cameramen and sound mixers to try to put the fires out. As the crew scrambled around, the cameras continued to run. Kyle sat, motionless, staring forward. Eventually, the fires were all put out. Kyle's producer shut off the broadcast, leaving Kyle's vacant stare as the final frame. Kyle's ratings skyrocketed. Techno Jim became a staple on the show, often ending up destroyed by the end of each episode.
It became a gimmick.
Although Rachel did not come back on the show, her cardboard portrayal did. Rachel was very popular.
Kyle interviewed Rachel. Okay, that's enough weirdness for one day. Yes, so that was Kyle is Famous. It was weird. It was great, but it was very weird. It is very, Stanley Parable sense of weird is weird. It's great. I'll link it in the description. Go play it yourself. There's like 5 million endings or something. All with different things. So it's an interesting thing, it's like each time going through and finding different objects, it's like it kind of feels like a point and click, like a pixel hunting game. But yeah, it was good. It was good. I'm going to go away now. Thanks for watching. Like, subscribe, etc. Bye for now. Cheers.